Welcome back to the homestead, everyone. Today's video is going to start off with a little fire. That's right, I finally got the brush pile to burn. I did start it down below, down at the bottom, and it burned up, and that's where it caught up near the top, so I'm just going to let it burn. And just so everyone knows, I do have a garden hose right here running. And I got probably 100 feet of garden hose right there, and I'm only 20 feet away from the fire right here. So I got lots of garden hose I can go clear around it. Plus, the beast is right there. And I was using it earlier this morning, so it is warmed up and ready to go if I need to dig a fire break or anything around the backside. So I'm being safe. I'm gonna stay here the rest of the day and watch it. It's a few hours later, and as you can see, the center of the pile has pretty much burned down. So I'm gonna get in the beast and pull some of it from around the sides and pile it up on top to get it burning. So let's get this done.
'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Just like a wing, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip gods into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
It's getting late in the day and I'm gonna call it a day. But first I wanna show you what I got done here. I put in about a 6 to 8 foot fire break all the way around. As you can see, the pile of fire, or the brush pile, is a lot smaller. And the only part that is still hot is right in there. And I just spent probably 15-20 minutes just soaking that down to put out any hot ambers or fire or anything like that. So what you see there is just all steam coming up from the water. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'll catch back up with you guys next time. I'm under my truck, and in order for me to change the oil, I have to take the skid plate off. Well, I can change the oil without it, but I can't change the oil filter because right here's the oil filter and the skid plate covers this whole area. And the skid plate's held on by 5 bolts. And look at what I did. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I broke a bolt off trying to get it out, and there's a mosquito right here. Okay, I think it flew away. So at least I got 4 bolts I can put the skid plate back on, 1 in the front and 3 in the back. That'll be good enough. I'm not like off-roading this truck or anything, so. But eventually I'll have to get that one out and a new bolt put in. I took out the original drain plug that was in here and replaced it with a Fumoto oil drain valve. And what's real nice is it has this little valve right here, this little lever, and I can just move that and the oil will come out. And then that way I don't get as dirty, I don't drop the drain plug down in the oil and stuff like that. The other thing I always do when I change my oil is I get my oil analyzed by Blackstone Oil Labs, and that will tell you what's in your oil, if there's any shavings in your oil or anything like that. It'll also tell you how the oil's holding up and all that type of stuff. So let's get this done and get the oil change completed. Okay, I got my sample right here. And of course I got oil all over me. As you can see, I got oil all over my hand. But it's coming out nice. I'm gonna let this drain and I'm gonna go and clean up my hand. The little project I'm doing now to prepare for the winter time is this. The electric I have over at my cabin comes through this wire right here. And it's just laying on the ground, as you can see. Just right here. It's coiled up right here and stuff, goes over under the porch and into the window. Hopefully the window part gets changed this summer, but it's still gonna have this wire. This is a real heavy duty contractor grade cord, and I'm gonna use this until basically I pull out the cabin out of this area and get my house built. But in the meantime, last year when I was snow blowing and stuff, I wasn't sure exactly where in this area this cord was. So what I want to do is actually run the cord through these pipes. And then that way I know for a fact where it is. And if I would happen to hit it with the snow blower or something, I'll hit the pipe and not the cord, and I won't like electrocute myself or do anything crazy like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this put in the pipe and get this done. I went through the first one a lot easier than I was expecting. I got it plugged in. I'm gonna leave it plugged in for a few seconds, let anything that needs to kick on and power up and that type of thing, and then I'll do the next 2 or 3 real quick also. I'll catch back up with you guys here in a minute. Let's get this thing plugged back in. I'm gonna actually plug it in on the front side this time instead of on the back. They're on separate circuits. This summer I want to use the back side to power my shed here with all my power tools in it and stuff. So let's get this plugged in. Plugged back in. Let's go inside and just confirm everything's on. The light's on. So everything came back on. One good sign, I don't hear any beeping, so the computer's up and running. Okay, everything's good. Like I said, I'm just doing this to protect the cord this winter. That way I know where it is, and I won't, if I do hit it, I'm hitting the pipe instead of the cord itself. So I'm gonna just organize this a little bit better and then move on to something else. I'll catch back up with you guys here in a little bit. It's been a couple hours now. I just went to the post office and dropped off that oil sample to be sent back to Blackstone. So it's on its way. Let's finish up this oil change and get this done. I have the specially made socket that fits on this to take it off, so let's use this. She's on tight. Wow. There, finally. Now I gotta get this off without dropping it into all this oil. Ah, shoot. I was supposed to take the drain plug out. Oh well. My fault. I always forget about that center drain plug. Ugh. I'm gonna let that drip for a little while, and I'm gonna go and get some paper towels to clean this up. I got the oil filter back up in there and I snugged it up nice and tight. The first time I changed the oil, I learned not to put the skid plate back on because there was a real little pinhole leak in it and it was leaking out everywhere and I had to take it all back off. So let me put the oil in, run it for a little while and confirm there's no leaks, and then I'll put the skid plate back on. I'll catch back up with you guys after that. The oil change on the Tundra is done. It's about 5 o'clock and it's starting to rain out here, so I'm just gonna go inside, get something to eat, and do some editing for you guys.